streaming thing here on Twitch, and later I will upload this to YouTube. Today I think I'm going to draw just an Optimus Prime head in Manga Studio. Just talk through some of the brushes that I use, and I'm waiting for the... Is this streaming yet? It's not popping up yet on the Twitch thing, Twitch channel. Sometimes my audio does a weird thing, but I'm assuming there's always a lag. So I'm just going to assume that it's doing its thing any minute now. Alright, so the brushes that I use, I downloaded from frienden.com, Frenden, and he has several different packs there you can download, and they're pretty inexpensive for as much as you get. I mean, it's like $4 or $5. I've gone through, and you'll spend a lot of time playing with brushes before you decide on which ones work for you. Once you decide that, you should probably stick with the handful that you find, at least for jobs you want to get done, for things you want to get done. Let me make sure that. So anyway, so for getting actual work done, zero in on the few brushes that do what you need them to do and you use well. Otherwise, you'll spend all this time trying to play with brushes and stuff. Do that when you're just sketching things. So anyway, let's start doing a little Optimus Prime head here. So I usually use a red pencil. It's called the Red Real Pencil. And I'm using a Wacom Cintiq 13, was it 13.5 inch? The best thing about the Cintiq is you can be pretty rough in your pencils and not have to spend a lot of time getting it so detailed and fine. My son got a Optimus Prime. Those little packs they have, little tiny figures you get where you don't know what figure you're getting. He was in the bathroom, and he's 5, so he was going to the bathroom, and I left the room to go do something down the hall, and all of a sudden I hear, "Daddy, Optimus Prime fell in the potty." Yeah, so that one became one with the Matrix there. Fortunately, he had another one just like it, so he wasn't that upset. We've been watching the old Transformer cartoons. He's all into it now, and the more I've watched them, the more I've realized how hastily they seem assembled. Where characters are the wrong colors all of a sudden, and when they transform, they just kind of melt into whatever shape they're gonna be in. I still enjoy them, but had I ran across them as an adult, I probably would have been like, wow, this is a really poorly animated cartoon. But I still like them. I even liked GoBots when I was a kid, so what that says about my taste. Straighten that little thing. I don't even know what that's called. What is that? His forehead thing? I don't know. Somebody needs to come up with a standard anatomy reference for just the names of these different things. These little mutton chop, robot mutton chops they all have that come out here. This is a really rough kind of rough Optimus, but all right. So now I'll just reduce the. I tend to reduce the opacity before I ink. It's just easier, and I'm going to center him a bit more right there. All right. A new layer. Always lock your layers before. Manga Studio erases multiple layers. It seems. Oh, if you would, depending on what eraser you use. But all right. So the I usually use the Inker, Nib, Linear, and Natural for most things. Which is this one right here. It seems to work pretty well. Straighten this out a bit because I was a little off center with that one. Roughed it in. This will be a bit sketchy, Optimus. I have to keep this, I think, 15 minutes or less, or YouTube will not. We'll chop it up into several pieces, and I don't want to do that. And at this point with it, I'm just going to kind of spot some blacks to blacks around the eyes tend to kind of accentuate the eyes a little bit. And the shadows here on the inside of this little thing, this little ear piece. I don't know if that's an actual ear, but whatever it is. Thicken up the edges a bit. Now this little part in here is not jiving, so straighten this up. Do it a little better. Nice thing about digital is quick fixes. Make a little place for the window. So I have the light coming from the left, so coloring in this again. I have no idea what this would be called. His forehead fin, whatever it is. Go ahead and give him his little whatever that is. All right, so now the nice thing about doing a quick sketch is in Make a Studio, I can make a new layer and go in here and throw some quick color in, set it to, if you just do it underneath, it'll show up underneath, or you could set your line art to multiply, like in Photoshop. It's pretty, just get a decent color, and I'm just using the same brush for this, just to do it quick and dirty. And you can kind of go in and just do the outline, and then go to the fill tool for make it a little faster. Right here, just kind of use the color to select the area, just for doing it quick. And then these parts are gray. So we'll go through and just do his eyes for right now, just to get that off. I didn't like that color blue. Let's do this better. I'm just picking the blues right off the palette and not worrying about trying to. I think I like the darker for that. All right. Let's see here. So now you can. I typically. I'm gonna take away the line art. Well, maybe I'll leave it up. Sometimes it's kind of a nice effect. But now I can go in to make a multiply layer and underneath the, or actually above the color, go in with maybe a brown or something, and play with the opacity. Just kind of match the feel. So we've got the light coming in this way, so we'll just make all this, anything on this side. Here, shadows. And then I'm going to make a screen layer for. It's really nice to this with. You can kind of make it look like the edges when you're drawing metal around the edges here, like it's where it's been worn a little bit, where the paint's coming off. That's just a very simple, easy way of drawing anything metal, cars, vehicles. If you want to age it a little bit, just add some nicks and things. But typically where there's a hinge or where there's an edge, got a corner right there. I'll just put this up here just to kind of show some a little bit of sheen there. And then over top of the whole thing, the top layer, the add with glow in parentheses is really good because you can, especially if you get like a I'm going to use the soft airbrush that comes with Manga Studio. Just do a little bit of a glow lightly around his eyes, and kind of makes his eyes glow a bit. And you can get in there and wherever the light, like up under here, maybe along there where the light from his eyes might hit, on the top of his little mouth plate. And that's it. I'm right at 15 minutes, so hopefully I can get this up on YouTube. All right. Thanks, and we'll catch y'all next time.